And we're back. For me, it's the same night as the last video you guys all watched last week because I'm on a roll, I'm not in my chair, I've got 2 ounces of energy, and I just want to keep going because that last install really does take 47 seconds. So I'm going to flip you around, show you what we got going on. It's the last thing I've got on hand for the Street Glide. And I think the next video is going to be what I mentioned in the last one about the Springer. No, not the relocation. Still working on that. So let's get you flipped around, show you what's going on. This apparently is a little bit of a controversial add-on to the Street Glides and Road Glides. You know, the new ones, 23 or 24 and up, or 23 and a half CVO. But this is the skid plate from Thrashin. So some people view it as an upgrade, some people as an add-on, some people as a complete waste of money and complete garbage. Personally, I don't think it's gonna be a waste of money. I don't think it's garbage. I think it looks good, and I got it in raw because that's just kind of what I got going on with that bike versus the other option, which is a powder coat. Now, the reason this is controversial is because underneath that, whether people are calling the snowplow, is your coolant lines and some electrical and whatnots that some people claim, as you're riding around, stuff can get kicked up and might slice an electrical or slice your coolant lines. I don't know if that's legit or not, but you know what? For just a cheap piece of insurance, and to me, something that just, it looks cool. And you're never going to see it unless you're under the bike or the bike is on the side stand and somebody happens to be walking by looking at the underside of your bike for whatever reason. So I don't care if it's useless. I don't really care if it was a waste of money because it gives me a little bit of peace of mind in the back of my little peanut brain, and it doesn't hurt anything. So we're going to get it tossed on there. It's going to be real easy. It's 3 bolts, the 3 existing bolts that are already there. We got a 5/16 and I believe a 5/32. Yep, 5/32, 5/16. We come over here, and really what we're looking for is I did go ahead and pull this out. You know, it's just a rubber grommet and plug, just like your side covers. So I pulled this free. I'm not going to remove it entirely, but you can see, hopefully, we're going to pull that 5/32 bolt and this 5/16 bolt and the 5/16 bolt on the other side. Slide this into place, bolts back in with Loctite, done and done. So let me do a little bit of yoga here, get in position, start pulling bolts, and given the tight spaces, it's probably gonna be more of a, I'm gonna get this done and then lay on the cold concrete floor, look up so you can see what's going on here. But it really is that simple. It's 3 bolts, you know, and I don't have a fancy lift to, you know, prop the camera up so you can see exactly what I'm doing, but I'll see what I can do for you, so sit tight. All right, I think I've got you in a good enough position. We're gonna try to do this real time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the 5/16 right up in here. Ratchet is set to off, so that's good. There we go. It's not on there super tight, so just keep that in mind, that when we put it back on, we don't have to go all Hercules with it. So there's that one. That was our 5/32. Now for our 5/16, this one will probably be a little bit snugger. There we go. Oh, hitting the camera. And you all should notice, I am doing this with a traditional ratchet, not my power ratchet. Because there's been people in the comments kind of razzing me about using that. I don't understand it. But hey, you know, it's all good. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So, all right, so that's out. Now, I am gonna just put a couple of threads in here to hold it into place while I go grab my Loctite. So, all right, so Loctite 5/16. Now let's try to weasel that into this tight spot, not hit the camera. Some things are a little misaligned. So there's always the fun part, getting everything to line up. Things like to spring back out of place. Whoop. Bolt down. Hold on. All right, so that's in. Got everything realigned. Just easier to get it done without you guys watching me. So let's go ahead and take this back out. Loctite it. So it did have some white on there. We're going to replace it with blue, because that's just what I have. Or at least is what I grabbed. I've got red too, but you know, I grabbed this first. So let's get that in. Now, while I was off camera fetching things, I did go ahead and set the other bolt on the other side and got that in there. Not completely tight, but you know, I needed to kind of line some things up a bit, so that way I could get all of these bolts in where I wanted them. So we're just gonna go ahead and snug the gremlin bell up. Now there is a torque spec. I believe these are technically motor mount bolts, except for the little guy. But you can check your service manual and find out what it is, because of course I didn't write it down. I'm just gonna go with tight. And with the little guy, I'm gripping way up on the ratchet, so that way I don't over torque or snap anything. So I'm gonna take you to the other side now and show you where that other bolt is. It's already been Loctited, and just needs to be cinched down a little bit more, because nothing was tight, so that way everything would line up. So coming around, let's see here, it's that bolt. So same size. So now we're just gonna snug it down. Already been Loctited. So, and click, there we go. So that's it. We'll see if I can't maybe get an underside view here for you guys. I'm not hopeful, but we'll see what I can do. All right. Oh, that floor's cold. So there you go. So does not interfere with the existing snowplow, which we can pop that back into place. That may or may not be. I'll fiddle with that. And everything under here is protected. So in case anything gets kicked up, nice solid chunk of aluminum. As you can see, I mean, it's chunky. So let me make sure that this plow is back into place, and we'll close out in a sec. All right, so you guys are with me for almost the entire process, start to finish. It really was a matter of minutes. 3 bolts, 2 tools. I mean, I guess technically 3 if you include the ratchet, but a 5/16, 5/32, and a ratchet. And Loctite, 3.5 tools. So, and then, I don't know, 3-5 minutes of your time. And again, it's divisive. You know, for what it cost, which was less than $100, for the potential savings I'm gonna have, it might not ever happen. I don't freaking know, but chop fender, road debris, who knows? Not likely. It's probably something that's been exaggerated. I don't know. But again, it looks good, it's reasonably priced, and it's cheap insurance. So, I mean, hell, it's less than my deductible should something go wrong. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth. If you think it's crap, don't go for it. You know, if you like the look of something nobody's going to see, go for it, because that's this guy. So like I said, less than $100. I'll put the link down below. It's at Thrashin. I believe as of today, which is the 9th of April, last I looked, both the raw and the black were out of stock, but they come and go fairly quick. Keep an eye on Trashin. There's not much more else going on their side that's tempting me unless they come out with something, some new hotness. So I'm going to keep tooling about. But for those of you that have the 23.5, the 24, or the 25 Street Glides, you know, what is an upgrade that you did that you like that you would highly recommend? So that's all I've got for this one. And until next time, we'll catch y'all later. See ya.